What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Daily here from Steam First, and today I have a review for you for Tristoy. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce the name of this game, but let's start off by describing it. It is a 2D side-scroller platform RPG story-esque game, and it does some pretty cool things. It has a couple unique features and some things that make it unique. And then there are some negative sides. But let's get into the positives real quick. First of all, it is a cooperatively played game. You play it with your friends, therefore you're creating friendly interactions and things like that. And each one of you have a different kind of ability or way to interact with the world. You have one guy who is a actual physical person who can move objects and can die and so on and so forth. And then you have the wraithy kind of ghost guy. He does magic. He knocks out most of your enemies so that you as the physical player can actually go and kill them. He also helps you identify traps and things like that. So it's really this yin and yang kind of character style. And the cool thing is the guy, whoever plays the wraith, or the ghost guy, cannot die. So he can check out traps for you. He can check out different areas prior to you going in there and getting yourself killed, which is actually a pretty cool and unique feature. Now, the only kind of weird side to it is it doesn't necessarily have to be your friend. You're going to be given dialogue options throughout the game so that you can act as your own character, and he can act as his own character. So if you have a kind of spiteful or dickhead friend, he can drain your life force. He can choose not to explain how traps work and things like that. And then vice versa, you can do the same thing to the spirit as the actual physical player, which is pretty unique. One of the downsides to this, though, is there's not a lot of backstory in the beginning, so you're not really sure of what your choices are going to mean. You're given some kind of key and critical choices up front, and you don't really know if those are the things that you should be doing or how they're going to actually affect the overall story arc of what you're trying to create, which I guess also adds a bit of unique coolness to it. For instance, you're given an option, you're looking for a girl named Freya, and you're given an option to be her brother, her fiance, or her paladin. And those are three different unique options that are by far very separate from each other. You can't very as well be her brother and her fiance unless this game's getting a little bit weird. But regardless of your choice, the story reacts to that, and you'll see that in the form of a dialogue option at the top left of the screen. So with that in mind, you're able to kind of craft your own story. However, you don't actually know the story, and as you play, you'll unravel more and more. I just wish you would have got a little bit more information in the beginning of kind of what's going on. Speaking of the beginning, the voiceovers in this game are pretty comical. I wouldn't go into this game expecting high quality voice acting and things like that right off the bat. Maybe on a later date or another game from these developers, but they're doing the best with what they have. And by no means is it bad. It's just more funny than trying to be serious. And I can't really tell, as much as I've played this game already just in the past couple days, I can't tell if it wants to be serious or if it's trying to be kind of serious and funny at the same time. You'll have to draw your own conclusion from that based on the choices that you make. Maybe you make all the funny choices and comical choices, where somebody like me likes to do the more serious, upfront kind of conversations and things like that. So with that in mind, the controls in this game are handled three different ways. You can play with the keyboard, with the W, A, S, and D or keys, and the H, J, K keys, which is awkward and weird, not gonna lie. Then you can use the number pad and the 1, 2, 3 keys on the number pad and the actual control arrows. Likewise, you can use a controller, which seems a little more preferable compared to the keyboard controls. And then they have this very unique feature, which you're going to see pop up on the screen right now, where you can use your phone to play from a free app called Uniplay. And what you do is you just download the app, start the game on Steam, and then The phone will automatically detect that you're playing that game as long as your internet is on. And once that happens, you can actually physically control the game from your cell phone, which you're seeing me do right now. Now, the weird part about this is it's fun and it's easy to do. Like if you've got a friend coming over to play and you don't have two controllers, or you don't want to try and share a keyboard, you guys can both just hook up your phones and play that way. It's pretty simple and easy to do. Now, the downside of that is you absolutely 100%, 1,000,000% have to have a second person playing this game, or you cannot play, which kind of sucks because, I like single player stuff, but there's really no way to do single player in this game, at least in its current state. The choices and the way the characters are, you've got to have two controlled characters, or it just wouldn't make much sense. It's a weird thing that you'll have to see for yourself in game. And with that said, it being it's designed for local play. It's designed for two people sitting in the same room playing on the same monitor. But you can play over the internet if you have a friend that has the game. The game does not come with a co-op key. When you buy the game for, I believe it's on sale right now for about $14, but I believe overall it's about $20. You do not get a key for your friend. Therefore, if you and your friend are both going to have to dish out $20 for a game that's not very long. I got about halfway through the game in about 10, 15 minutes. So with that said, I'm not really sure about the value for the money there. Hopefully that we'll see a price drop or maybe a buddy key included. Granted, if you buy the game, you are being able to play it locally co-op, so please keep that in mind. However, a lot of us have internet friends and we want to play our internet games with internet friends, which would require both of you guys to get a key. So with that said, the graphic and art styles, a little bit to be desired there. I personally don't like the graphic and art styles. However, you may. You'll have seen the game running for about 7 minutes now, and you can kind of get your own depiction of what you like and what you don't like. So overall, with the exception of the sluggish controls, the voice acting, and the required co-op, this game is actually pretty fun, and I've actually wanted to play it, even though it's not my type of game. This is not the game that I earned to play, like Dragon Age or Call of Duty or something like that. But I have found myself wanting to play. I like the idea of a simple game that adds features from larger games, like the different types of characters and the interaction with what you say affecting the story and stuff like that. That's right up my alley, and that's why I enjoyed this game. So without further ado, you guys, this has been a review for you. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of this game. Again, you can pick it up on Steam, and we'll have the links in the description below. Thank you very much, all of you guys, for checking out the channel, and thank you very much to the developers of this game for providing us with a review copy. We will see you guys next time here at Steam First. This has been Daily, and we'll see you guys next time.